CC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet, and today we're going to learn how to make a 3D baby blanket. Now this is a one row repeat. You start with your basic starter kind of row to get you going, and then all the ones after that are pretty much the same. Okay, so this is what it looks like here. Really fun, pretty easy. And so, hey, yeah, let's get into the materials. So for your materials today, I'm going to be using a 5mm hook or a size H. And I'm going to be, if you're going to finish this project up, which I'm not going to do on camera, but you might need a pair of scissors, and you might need a darning needle, or what they may call a crochet needle. It looks like this. And also, if you want to do color changing and use up some colors that you have, then you will have some ends right at the beginning, but you can also pull up on the sides if you want to. Another thing that you can do to make it where you're not having to work in so many threads at the beginning is you can use a variegated yarn. That would look beautiful with this as well. But I just used different colors that I had. And so what happens is when you start off with these colors here, like I started off with the blue green, and then the gray, the blue, and the white. When you first bring those in, you're going to have the tassels, but then after that you can pull up the color. As you can see here, I pulled up my silver color, pulled up my blue, pulled up my white. So you can do that as you're going with the blanket if you want to use, but like I said, you can also use variegated colors. Okay, so one thing I do want to mention is please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell below so that you can get notified out of all my videos that are coming out. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up, and I would love if you did, subscribe. I would love that. And also, sharing helps so much. If you like the stitch or you like the project that we're working on, if you can share it in a crochet group or with your friends, it really helps get the material out there. So thanks a bunch, guys. So we're going to start with our pretty aqua color yarn here, and we're going to make a slip knot. Also, another quick reminder, if any of these stitches in this video you're not familiar with, or you're new to crochet and you want to learn more about holding your hook and your yarn and all the stitches that you're going to see, then you can find my absolute beginner crochet video in the description box below. Okay, but this baby blanket, or however, whatever you use this for, is going to be worked in multiples of 4. So we're going to start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, and then I'm going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a count of 24. And in the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and 4, in the 4th one, I'm going to put a double crochet. And then I'm going to put another double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 2, and in that same spot I'm going to work 2 more double crochets. And that's what it looks like. Then we're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do that again. So in this 4th chain, we're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. And then you're going to do that again. You're going to skip 4, or go into the 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the 4th chain. You're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Okay, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 4th chain. You're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. I also think this would make a beautiful scarf or shawl. And again, skipping 3 and going into the 4th, 1, 2, 3, and 4. you're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. And then you will skip 3 and go into your last stitch, because that will be the 4th, and you will put 1 double crochet. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a little bit curved. That will fix itself as you do more and more of this. It will take actually a little bit before it starts to straighten up, so don't let that confuse you or think that you're doing anything wrong. Also, as this is longer, this piece right here, your bottom piece is longer, it'll tend to crinkle up a little bit, but again, don't worry about that. It'll fix itself, okay? So now we're going to chain 3 and turn our work. And what we're going to do now is we're going to be working a variation treble stitch, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into this space right here. So right at the bottom of this, where we did our 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, there's a little hole right there where we created all of those into that one stitch. That's just because we put so many stitches in there. So you're going to see that hole. If you crochet really tightly, it might be hard to find. So it might be beneficial for you to crochet a little bit looser than you're used to so that you can see your stitches. But at any rate, into this space right here, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go from the bottom and up through the middle of these 2 sets of double crochets. Pull your yarn through, then go through 1 loop, then go through 2 loops, then go through your final 2 loops, okay? So it's kind of like a treble. It gives you some higher height than the double crochet, and I really don't know what this, I just call it a variation treble, but if you know the name of the stitch, you can put it below. Even though I've been crocheting for, I don't know, 30 years, there's still some things I don't exactly know, I just know how to do them. So at any rate, we did that variation treble, and now we're going to go into the top of this right here. So into this chain space, we're going to put 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet. And now we're going to work another variation treble right into the space that we did before, but we're just going to go into it differently. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go through this same hole, but you're going to go from this way down. So in between here and down, and then you're going to pull up the yarn, again, go through 1 loop, then go through 2, and then go through 2. Okay? And do you see that creates almost like a little pocket, which allows it to be 3D. All right? So now what you're going to do, you're not going to make any chains or anything. You're just going to skip over and do the same thing into the next stitch. So right into this next stitch, again, we're looking for this little hole right here in the bottom of where we worked our double crochets. You're going to yarn over, and this time you're going to, just the same way you did before, you're going to go through this way. So you're going to go up through and out through the middle, okay? Pull up your yarn, go through 1 loop, then go through 2, and then go through 2. Then right here on the top of this chain space right here, you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet. And then again, you're going to work another one of those treble stitches. Yarn over, go through the middle here and out through the bottom into that same space. Go through 1 loop, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops. All right, and again. So really what's so important about this stitch is where you're placing this, because if you went over from this side in, it would look different, and it would just all be different. So it's very important that you go through the way I'm telling you to go through. So yarn over, go through this hole and go up out through the middle of these double crochets, pull up, go through a loop, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops. And then again at the top, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet again. And then you're going to, you can turn your work on its side if you need to. We're going to be working in that same space right there. You're going to go through the middle and out through the bottom, pull up, go through 1, go through 2, and then go through 2. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Okay, and again, we're going to do this again, and this time I'm just going to quietly do it so you can just, and I'm going to go very slow so that you can see in case you've missed anything, okay? Okay, so now we're on our last stitch. We're going to work it exactly like we've been doing. So we see this little hole right here. We're going to work into there, going up through, doing our treble stitch. Go through the top here, put 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 more double crochet. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a double crochet right over here on the bottom of this. Because this is kind of turned where we did our first stitches here, you're going to actually go count down, turn it on its side, and you'll see 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And you're actually going to double crochet into the bottom of these 3 stitches. So right down here at the bottom, you're going to put a double crochet, just like that, okay? And now we're going to change colors. And really what you just did, you're going to keep doing over and over again, but I want to show you how to change colors and how you're going to work your next few rows, okay? So I'm actually going to undo these last 2, or this last double crochet here, because I want to bring in my yarn. So I'm going to go right through it again, pull up, go through 2. I have 2 loops left, and instead of finishing that off, I'm just going to bring in my silver. Then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to tie these together, okay? And then I can work that in later, or I can pull up on it. So then I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing that I did before, but when you turn your work, it looks different. So you've seen the back side of all the work that we just did. So this would be the front where you can see those visible holes, and this would be the back. But I'm going to show you exactly where you're going to work. It's the same exact stitch that we were doing. It's just, it looks different, okay? So what you're going to do, same way before, you're going to yarn over to do that treble, but this time you're going to go under here and up through here. So you've got these stitches that we worked right here. You're going to go up between those into the space, pull up, go through 1, then go through 2, then go through 2. And then in this chain space right here, you're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. Then just like before, you're going to turn it on its side and make it easier. Go through the middle and out through the bottom, just where we just did the other treble. Then pull through 1, 2, and 2. And that's what it looks like right there. Okay? I'm trying to, let me see if I can adjust my light. Getting a storm, so it's kind of dark in here. Okay, so let's do that one more time so that you can see it. And as you can see, I haven't even cut off the green, because what I would do is just keep pulling it up as I went. But so I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go right under these 2 right here. So right under there, pull up my yarn, go through 1, go through 2, go through 2 for my treble. Then up at the top, I'm going to do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet. And then I'm going to yarn over, go through that space again, pull up, go through 1, go through 2, go through 2. And as you can see, we're creating that 3D effect here on the back as well. So it'll be on the front and on the back. So I want you to keep doing this until we get close to the end here, and then I'll meet you back up again, show you how to finish off this row and start the other one. Again, it's the exact same thing we're doing, but we're gonna turn our work and do it again on the other side with the same color, okay? So I'll be back in just a minute. So now we're gonna be working into our last stitch. So again, I'm gonna go right up through here, pull up my yarn, do a treble, then work my double crochet at the top, chain 2, double crochet again, then do another treble, and then right here at the end, what we're going to do, you can see this stitch that we did before. And so now we're going to yarn over and we're going to put a double crochet right at the top of that chain of 3. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to go right into there and put a double crochet. Okay? Then you're going to chain 3 using the same color and turn your work. So you're working the same color, unless you're using a variegated yarn, you're using the same color on the other side as well, okay? So what you're gonna do is yarn over, and now that you're working through the front, this is what it looks like, okay? So right now below you can see these 3D open triangles right here. And so now that's what you're gonna do on the front. So on the back you have it, and now we're gonna do it on the front again. So what you would do is just like you've been doing, you're going to treble crochet right through these stitches right here. Do a treble crochet. And then right here on the top chain space, you're going to put a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. And then I'm going to turn my work on its side, and I'm going to work another treble right through here. Okay, and so now you have that same 3D effect on this side as you did on the other. Okay, so let's do that again. Yarn over, go into your next space here, pull up, do a treble crochet, then do a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, turn your work on its side, yarn over, work another treble, then we start on this one, going through the bottom, up through the top, a treble, then double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, then work another treble, and again your next spot, treble, chain space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, turn your work on its side, work another treble through that space right there, and now you're on your last one. Work your treble through your space there, up at the chain spot, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and then work your treble again. And then you're going to do a double crochet right here on the top of this right here. So count up 3, 1, 2, 3, go right into that space right there and put a double crochet, okay? And so that's how you work that stitch. And then as you can see, if you can see it, it's curving just a little bit. And like I said, after you do more and more rows and you can kind of stretch it out a little bit, then it gets more square-like, okay? So now what I would do if I was changing colors and wasn't using a variegated yarn, at this point I would bring in my other color. But even if you're using a variegated yarn, you need to make sure that you do these stitches the way that I showed you so that you can get the effect, this 3D effect of these triangles and crosses going back and forth. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the back as well. So it's beautiful on both sides, but you can really see the pattern the best on this side. Okay, so this is technically the front. All right, so you would just keep going with that, and it turns out absolutely gorgeous. This was just a quick stitch to learn. Like I told you, it's pretty easy. And as you keep going, you can even see it pops out even more at you. It's just really beautiful. It's very soft as well. Got a little bit of a stretch to it because of the way that it's worked. So it'd make a beautiful, beautiful baby blanket, and really anything that you want to make out of it. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Happy crocheting. Bye bye.